Hello and welcome to Amethyst Style Crafting. My name is Jane Ormark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today is the final, number 12 of my Christmas crafting on a budget. And I've brought 12 different projects for you using stamp sets, 5 sets, budget friendly, all of those sorts of things. So I thought I would end on something which is very simple to do, is extremely budget friendly because all you need is some designer series paper or some cardstock, and I'll show you the two sort of prototypes that I did. So the first one is a money wallet, and this is going to be for one of my granddaughters for Christmas, in her sort of Christmas stocking. And I've used some retired paper because I wanted to see what it was. The thinner the designer series paper, the better. I've just done it with a very simple little closure, and just put a little tie on it. And when you open it up, it has a place to put, now English money, it will fit quite comfortably, £5 and £10 notes. So a £10 note will fit in, as I say, quite comfortably. Won't quite fit a 20, but it will fit several 10s, and obviously it will fit the 5s quite nicely as well. And they just literally just tuck in there, so fold up very well. And you can put quite a few in there, so depending how generous you want to be, you can put quite a few. So you have these two sort of pockets on this side. On this side, you've got room to put a little note card, so you can put a note card and put something in on there. I haven't done it, I've just used it as an example. And again, that will fit in and tuck in there quite nicely. So as I say, you could make it with a couple of cards in there if you wanted to. And if you look the inside, let me take this piece out here. Just slide that out. Why isn't it sliding out? What have I got it caught on there? If you look at this, you'll see that the I've used a different designer series paper on the inside, which just adds a different feel on it. You also have a tuck spot down here, so again you can put another, and all I've done is just put a little card in to sort of show you, but you've got room to put something in there, so you could use it for tags and things. And you've got a pocket in on that side as well, which, as I say, goes right the way through, so you know you've got nice amounts of room to put it in, and it is so simple to do. So let me just put this, I'll put it in on this side, I think. It's a very simple thing to do, and as I say, I've just closed it up very simply and just put a little pull tag through in on here. You can close it however you want. You can close it with ribbon, you can close it with whatever you want. I'm not going to show you the decorating. I will show you that I put her name on there with Make a Difference stamp set. If you look back in my videos a little while ago, I showed you how to make this with making it easy. So putting a template in, putting all your alphabet through, because some of them aren't as easy to see once you've got them open. But they are beautiful, and they work so well in personalising something. So that's the larger size one. You can then make a smaller one, and this one is absolutely perfect for same sort of closure because I thought it was easy. I've just done this in white cardstock, and then just decorate it with some designer series paper. And in this one you can fit a I've just put a Sainsbury's card in there, but you can fit a gift card quite nicely. So again, you can put a gift card in on that side, you can put a little something in on that side as well, and again you have got your two tuck spots down on either side here, so you can actually put whatever you want in there. So it's a nice little project. You can do it in two different sizes. I'm going to show you the larger size, but I will show you the measurements for the smaller size as well. So let me put these pieces out of the way for now, and we will get started. It is very, very simple. You need a piece of designer series paper, any one you want. I've just used a piece here from the Sia Silhouette. and it needs to measure the full 12 inches on one side, and then you're going to take half an inch off the other side, so 11.5 by 12. And then you are going to, I've done the first bit because it's easier to see, you're going to fold it in half, and with your bone folder you are going to crease it up, open it up, and then you are going to fold it in half the other way. Okay, now looking at it from you want it on the longer side, so your 12-inch side, you are going to fold the side in onto the centerpiece and just make it just shy, not a lot, but just shy, so by a smidgen of an inch. And I find it easier to run my finger down the center and then to move it across on the side like that, and then again just take your bone folder and smooth that across, turn it round, and you're going to do exactly the same on the other side. So you're going to take it almost to that center point and make sure you've got the sides lined up, but just leave a little gap. It's probably, I don't know, less than 1/8 of an inch, 1/16 of an inch, just so it doesn't overlap, because if it overlaps then it doesn't look as nice when you get to the inside part. Okay, then we're going to turn it back again. So you've got these two flaps opening. This is on the longest side. You need to make sure it's on the longest side. We're then going to open it up, and we're going to take, you can see you've got a score line there that you've folded. You're going to take this corner piece and you're just going to line it up again just shy. The reason you do it just shy is that when you fold it over, what you don't want is for this piece to catch. So if you just do it shy, then it won't catch. So that's one side, and you repeat this on all four sides. So we're going to take this one, there's that score line. We're going to just take that up and do it just shy. With designer series paper, this is fairly thick. So if you've got thinner paper, thinner pattern paper, I would go for that more than the thicker, particularly if you're doing the smaller one, because there's quite a few folds going on in here, and when you put it together it won't stay quite as well with the thicker. It looks fine, but it's not quite as good as with the with slightly thinner paper. And one of the things about our designer series paper is it is quite thick and heavy, but it does work. So I'm going to put this in on this side, and again just run it through. So you've just done 4 corners. Let's open it up again to where it is. 4 corners, and you've just folded each corner in to that score line that you've made on there by folding. Then we are going to fold this piece in, and we're going to fold that piece in. Okay, so that's why you want this just shy, because you don't want it to catch as you fold it in. Okay, and then we're going to turn the whole thing over. Okay, so we've turned it over. You have your center seam here, or center crease that we made, and you are going to fold this piece up, and you want it to just come just over by about I would say again about 1/8 of an inch. Okay, and then we're just going to fold that down. I squash it down first with my fingers, then I take my bone folder. It is quite important that you crease this as well as you can, because it then holds together better. Okay, then we're going to rotate it round, and we're going to do exactly the same with the other. So we've got our center crease line, which is up there, and we're going to fold this piece, and again we are going to fold it so it just comes over the top. And you need to sort of just fold, make sort of a slight crease on your paper as you go. So it is going to come over the top, which is what we want. And you can line it up with this center seam that's running down the center. So I'm just going to hold that in on there and just gently fold it first of all, then get my bone folder and give that a good crease in on here. Okay, then when you turn it round this way, you can tuck this little piece in here, and you can tuck this little piece in here. So that helps it hold together. Okay, and again, you can then take your bone folder and just make sure that all those creases are perfect. Then when you look on the other side, you've got the fold here. This is going to fold across like that. And then you are going to, with your bone folder, crease it up as well as you can. So I tend to sort of go round on all sides, turn it over on the other side and do exactly the same, because as I say, this is quite thick paper. The one that I used earlier, I used our old retard envelope paper, which was thinner. So if you happen to have any thinner paper in your stash, thinner paper works well. And then you can decide whether you want the pieces sort of going up or you want the pieces coming down. It's entirely up to you. I think this one I'm going to have the pieces going up. And then when you open it, you can see you've got this crease bit in here. Now this is where you can add a piece of paper or a piece of cardstock to go inside. So I have taken a piece of, let's put, that will work quite nicely because that's like quite nice and bright to go inside. So what I need to do is I'm going to bring my trimmer, which is our lovely new trimmer that we've got. Put this down and I'm just going to measure. So used to doing the clip bit on the top, I have to remember not to. And this measures now, take it up from there, take it over the top of here. This measures just over 6 inches. So we want the inside piece to be just shy of 6 inches, and on this side it comes to 5.5, so we want it just shy of 5.5. So I don't think it really matters on the paper. So let's do this one just shy of 6. Like that. And then the other piece is going to be just shy of 5.5. So I'm just doing it about a 1/16 of an inch smaller. I can trim it a bit more if I need to, but hopefully I won't. We'll have to see. Let me just have a quick little look and see what that's. I think that's, I'm just lining it up to see if I need to just take it a smidgen more. I think that might be all right. I might have to take just a smidgen more off. And it's very much, when I say a smidge, you're literally talking about a tiny little piece. So we need to make sure that that's that way. Yes. So we are going to fold this in half. You can score it if you want, but you don't really have to. I'm just literally going to just fold it in half like that. And then with the bold folder, give it a nice old crease. And then you're literally just going to put this inside. So the first 2 pieces go in really... Is that the right way? Says me, I've done it the wrong way, haven't I? Never mind. We're going to have it with a double crease on it. Make sure you've got it the right way. It won't make too much of a difference because it's just going on the inside, but I've just folded it the wrong way. So make sure that you've measured it on here and you've got it, says me, that's the right way, isn't it? Yes. And then you can just put, it will slide in quite nicely on 2 sides very, very easily. So you can take this in and it will slide in quite nicely. In fact, I might need to take just a smidgen more off the top. Yeah. Or maybe not. No, it'll work. It'll work. Okay, so that goes in on that side. This piece will obviously go in on this piece quite easily. And then this piece, you really need to give it a bit of a wriggle, because it's not going to, you're going to have to sort of bend it in a little bit, just so that it'll tuck in onto this piece. And then just ease it with your fingers so it goes in. And just make up. I think I probably should have had it just, there we go. That's perfect. Okay, so then that gives you a nice piece inside as well to work with. So we've got it opening like this. You've got your tuck pockets in there, your tuck pockets in there that you, as I say, you can put anything in, which is why it's designed as a wallet, because if you really wanted to, you could actually keep your money and stuff in here. If you had a laminator, you could laminate it and make yourself your own sort of little wallet, because you can put your money and stuff in there, you can put the other pieces in there. Now, the closure, all I did was the strip that's left over at the end, which is your 1/2 inch. I literally just took it and I'm just going to show you. I'm not going to actually do it, but I just took it in half quite quickly and then cut it in half. So you have 2 pieces. Then to give it extra strength, I folded it in half again. And then glued those together. Then I stuck 1 piece on that side. It'll then fold across on here. And then you take this other piece, trim it down to where you want, and you put that in over the top. Okay, so that gives you a very simple, easy little closure. You can do ribbon if you want and tie it, but this is quite a nice little one, and it makes it sort of wallet looking. Then if you turn around, let's get the ones that I did to start off with. If you turn round and on this one, as I say, I just put a little bit of twine as a tie, which I thought was quite nice. It helps hold it in as well. And as long as it will fit through your little piece on here, it'll work quite nicely. And as I say, when you take it off, it'll just come open like that. And then you can open it up, and I've got, as I say, my little note card in there, or my little card to say thank you, money on the other side. And then the smaller one is a version of the larger one. And all you do for this one is you take a piece of, let me find a piece of, okay, I haven't got one that's exactly right, but you take a piece of A4 cardstock, and you are going to, let me get a piece of A4 out. 2 tips while I just grab a piece of A4. I should have just a piece down on here. Something I was doing earlier. So this is just a piece of A4. You could do it. You could do it in copy paper even if you wanted to. If you wanted it to be very, very narrow. But you take this measurement, which is your 8 1/4 and a bit, or wherever you are from. I think it's about 8 1/2 elsewhere. But whatever your length of paper is this way. And then you add, you do exactly the same measurement that size, and you add your 1/2 inch onto this piece. Okay, so you then have a piece of paper, which is sort of something like that. And then you do exactly the same folding. So the folding is no different at all. And then this one I just decorated up the way I wanted to. But that will fit perfectly a little gift card. So you've got a gift card holder. And you've got a, let's put the money in on here. You've got a money wallet with the same design. And as I say, there is a nice bit of room in there for you to put something else in this little pocket in here, something else in this little pocket in there. If you wanted to glue those tiny little pieces down, you can. But it makes a fun little gift, and I thought it would be a nice way to end my Christmas crafting on a budget, because these are very easy, very budget friendly, because all they take is 1 piece of paper. Decorate them however you want. So thank you so much for watching the series. Do look forward to seeing you again for some more lovely Christmas crafting things that I'm going to be doing with the run up to Christmas. So thank you so much, everybody. Bye-bye.